Okay.
All right, if you were gone on our drinking race day, you missed kind of a fun thing that we did in class. We got a couple of students to have a race to see who could drink a fluid through the straw quick enough. And what we found is one person that won drank the fluid really quickly, and the person that lost hardly drank any fluid at all. Almost didn't look like any was gone. And it was because it wasn't really a fair race. So before we get into what happened in the race, we're going to talk about why a straw works in the first place. All of you know when you use a straw, your throat makes a motion. Well, what your throat is actually doing is it's making the space in the oral cavity of your mouth larger. Just like when you breathe in, your lungs get larger. When you quote unquote suck things, even though there's no such force as suction, what you're doing is you're making this space bigger. And just like your lungs, when you breathe in, that bigger space makes lower pressure, which means the pressure outside of you is now higher. And of course, our cardinal rule, high pressure wants to get to that low pressure. And in case of the straw, the only way this can get to this is actually by pushing on the fluid and making the fluid travel up through the straw into your mouth. So what you're actually doing with the straw is you're creating low pressure in your mouth, and you're getting the high pressure in the room to push the fluid in. Again, like breathing, you make low pressure in your lungs by making your lung bigger. The high pressure outside pushes the air into your lungs. Well, in this case, the high pressure outside's pushing the fluid into your mouth. Now, the final thing we did on this, and the reason why one person won and one person hardly got any, is we doctored one of the straws. And I put a bunch of little pinholes in it that the student who had this one couldn't see. And what that did is high pressure is basically lazy. It doesn't gonna want to push all that fluid if it can get to where it wants to be by traveling through these holes. And so all the high pressure flowed through these little holes to get to the low pressure, and it didn't push on the fluid. So this straw basically didn't work, and one of the people in the race really never had a chance from the start because of that. But here's your model, and we would also want to write below it low pressure created by larger volume. For our three ways that we change pressure, that got larger, low pressure. And that's it. Thanks for watching.